goal is to get farmers and ranchers, and even people who live in rural California, to understand that the Farm Bill really can work for all of us and is important to all of us, and we have to engage in Washington, D.C., tell our stories and what our needs. It isn't just about subsidies. It isn't just about the SNAP programs, the food assistance programs, and more importantly, it really can be a rural development bill. And that's the thing, that's a nice segue too, is people who aren't involved in agriculture don't realize how important trade is to us in California. Half of what we produce has to end up in a foreign market.
October 1 was when the past Farm Bill, the 2014 Farm Bill, expired. So we're working sort of on borrowed time right now. With the elections that flip the House over to the Democratic Party, there'll be a new chairman of House Ag next year. But I think all the top leadership of House and Ag, Senate Ag committees are determined to try to find a way to get a Farm Bill done before the end of the calendar year. There's a lot of hurdles to get there before that time. The major sticking points between the House and Senate versions of the Farm Bill have to do with nutrition programs, conservation programs, commodity programs to a lesser extent. And a lot of times you simply split the difference and end up in the middle. For some of these provisions, like the work requirements that the House would like to impose on SNAP beneficiaries, there really is no middle ground. They're either there or not there. My guess is at the end of the day they will not be there because a bill with work requirements cannot pass the Senate. There's a lot of things they would have liked to have done, but you needed new money to do it, and that was not available.
The economic environment that we're going to be challenging over the next year or so, I think, is very positive. I characterize myself as cautiously optimistic. There are a lot of challenges out there, but underlying that is a pretty solid consumer market. And I think that will drive the U.S. economy for the next year or so, give us very strong numbers. But we will continue to be concerned about trade because that really is a cornerstone for agriculture and for a lot of the rural economy. The global demand for agricultural products is extremely strong, and now it's a question of market share. So how competitive are we? What are the issues that are going to influence the flow of product to different parts of the world?
I think it's good for especially students because you get to see all the things that are going on in the industry right now, all the research, especially politics plays a big deal in the ag industry. So seeing everything that's going on in the world right now, even seeing the projections for the years to come.
Our panel was looking at groundwater challenges in the valley and how folks are managing that locally under the new groundwater law, and also about how some of the Farm Bill programs can help with addressing that challenge. So our first speaker, Gary Serrano, talked about how that's happening here in the Fresno area with the Fresno Irrigation District and some of their partners. And then we had a speaker, Alan Forkey, from the parts of USDA that works with farmers to provide resource conservation grants, and how they might be able to help with some of the groundwater management challenges that the valley faces. And then I gave a little bit of a recap of some of the work that we've been doing together with partners here at Fresno State, looking at water management challenges for the valley in bringing groundwater basins into balance.
We've been looking for ways to get more involved with Fresno State, and so this was a perfect opportunity for us. So we're thrilled to be here. Made some good connections with the student intern folks, also with some of the professors to talk about some of the issues we're working on in Sacramento. It's the hub of the valley, and we need university presence in an agricultural community that's so vital not only to the state but to the nation in terms of research, outreach, and the future of our industry. I think it's all here at Fresno State.